All right, so I'm gonna go over a technique right now. If you have nuke boxes that are full, either packed full of bees and need to go into a 10 frame box, or if they're honey bound. So in this case, I've got one that's honey bound and one that's just completely packed out and full, somewhat honey bound, but she has a ton of brood in there. There's no space left. Once all this brood starts to hatch, they're gonna swarm. So what we can do if we want to keep them in the nuke and not put them in a 10 frame is slide the two nukes together. Push the two nukes together, queen excluder, honey super on top. The two colonies will work together in tandem to fill that honey super. The two queens will remain independent in their own colony and raise their own colony and manage it the way that they want to. But the bees will go out and forage, bring back nectar, and move it up together, work as a team to fill that one honey super above both hives. So let me show you how this works. So here's the two colonies, nuke 1, nuke 2. They're both pretty full. She's got this one completely laid up. This one has a new queen in it who hasn't started laying yet. Come around the back. Some bees on the side over here. Get them off. Don't want to crush them. All right, so both of these supers are really full. What we're gonna do is slide them together and make one colony. And we'll split the difference here, so neither one of them have to give up much space. We're gonna put a queen excluder on top. And I'm gonna favor it to this right side. So something to keep in mind, a standard box, 10 frame box, won't fit perfectly on top of here because there's two inner walls here. But it still works just fine. Get your queen excluder on, make sure it's on there good. Grab yourself a honey super. Could be a deep or a medium or shallow, whatever you like. Put that on. A little burr comb here, it's making it pop up. I like to run 9, so you just kind of take a second, space them out. This is a queen excluder that we extracted last year, so it's got drawn comb in it. The advantage to this is that sometimes the two colonies work together and you'll see they produce more honey than a single colony will. It's kind of interesting how that works, but it does happen. So once you got that set, just grab your lid, put your lid on, and you can slide this over just a little bit, right to the edge of the right there, right to the edge of the excluder where the slots are, so this is covered. You'll notice because the two nukes have the double inner wall, there's a crack right here. So I just get a piece of wood, set it right there. In about 2 days, the bees will propolize that down and it won't be an issue. We're gonna mark this side, not have a laying queen. This side has a laying queen. So we'll mark it like that. Now, believe it or not, these two colonies will work together and start filling that honey super out, and they'll start taking a bunch of that stored nectar that's got their hives honey bound and moving it up. Now, some people wonder about drift. There'll be some drift. Some of the bees from one side will move into the other and vice versa. And that happens normally in a nuke yard like this from day to day. That's just part of the deal. They'll figure it out. That's a great way to combine two nukes that are packed out and really at the point where you're going to have to put them in a 10 frame. If you don't want to put them in a 10 frame yet and you want to keep them as resource hives, this is a great way to do it.